solution for that one that they want to share? Would you get at them?
I
just want to know what your solution is. I don't even want to know how you got it right now. Just want to know what it is, okay? What is it?
X equals 13.
X equals 13. Anybody agree with Adam? They think they got the same thing. They got X equals 13. Put down, Preston. That's cheers for sitting and not ottoman or anything else. So, how many others got 13? Let me see the show of hands. Okay, got quite a few more that are going to agree with you. Okay, what else is out there for a solution then? What do you got, Blake?
I got X equals 7.
You got X equals 7, okay. You get that too, Maisie? I see you shaking your head. Anybody else?
I got X equals -7.
You got the -7. Okay, so we got 13, we got 7, and we've got -7. Okay, so who wants to share their way that they went about solving that? What did you do, Maisie?
Yesterday we had to switch the x, like add a 3 instead of minus, so x plus 3.
So you want me to switch it around like this and write X plus 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then you subtracted 3 from both sides, and that's how you got your 7, right? Okay. Is that, who was the other person that had 7? Was that you, Blake? Did you do it this way too?
No, I just kept it the way it was, and I just took -3 I took -3 from both sides.
You subtracted 3 from both sides,
Yeah.
and now what do you have? X equals 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Instead of subtracting, I added the 3 on both sides. I crossed out the 3 plus 3 on that by the x. I crossed that out, and then 10 plus 3 equals x equals 13.
Okay. Leah, you willing to share yours? Because you're the one who got -7, right? No, you're not going to share? Okay, because it's good to have all these examples up there to show us, like, go ahead, Blake.
But if you already added it, you want to subtract it.
If you already added, you want to subtract it. So
You're
saying
already
here,
added.
you want to convince Adam that he should subtract, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do you know
Because I
how?
switched that minus to positive. So that means I'm adding on both sides now.
Okay, I'm not.
So can we read it like this? Adam, can we go x minus 3 and say 3 is being subtracted? Can we do that? You're not sure? Okay. Leah? Oh, you read all your Leah.
It's subtracted by 3, and it's negative x, and you put the 1 at the, it's at negative x over 1, and then it equals 7 over negative 1. Wait, no. The 1 is negative at the bottom. And it's 7 over negative 1.
Oh, so you're dividing by -1 next. So this is where you were. Here, can I, I like to keep the things separate. So this came from that, right? And then the next thing you did is you divided both sides by -1.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to put words in. Okay. So what happens here then? We get x.
Yeah.
And here we get
Negative 7.
-7. Okay. So we've got 4 different ways this was solved, and we've got 3 different answers. Okay, so let's figure out who's right. Okay. Let me tell you that one person up there, one of those ways, one of those 4 ways is the correct way. Let me show you how you can get it, and let's try and make sense of it. Okay. So let's write this problem. So I want us to put a little reminder though. This is what we're going to do. I think we've said this before, but so maybe it should be a reminder, maybe it's not. If it isn't a reminder, it's first time, I'll just keep reminding you of it. When a variable, write this out. This is important information for the rest of your life. When a variable does not have a number when a variable does not have a number in front of it, in other words, it's not like a 3x or a 2x or it doesn't have a number, it's just an x. When a variable does not have a number in front of, oh, this is supposed to be of, The number, no, that is not supposed to be up. Oof. See what happens when I have long hair? I can't think. Have a number in front of it. I want to go back to my short hair. What do you do? Feels heavy, and, Okay, when a variable does not have a number in front of it, we can put a 1 there. Because really what we're doing is multiplying by 1. If we multiply something by 1, do we change it? Does it change if we multiply it by 1? If you multiply 7 by 1, is it still 7? Yeah. If you multiply -2 by 1, is it still -2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can put a 1 there. It's like there's an invisible 1 there that they did not show. So let's write our problem and see, because we're going to do this, doing that and see what happens. So we're going to solve again. Even though you've done it once, you're going to do it again with me. We're going to solve 3, subtract x equals 10. Go ahead. We're going to do what I just suggested we do, that when there's not a number in front of a variable, we can put a 1 there. There really is a 1 there, they're just not showing it. So we're going to say this is really 3 minus 1x equals 10. Now, because the problems are just going to get more challenging and more, pretty soon I'm even going to have problems that have both x's and y's in them. And to help us be more successful, we are going to start and just keep doing, I think we already have been doing some of it, changing subtraction to add the opposite. So we're going to do that here. 3 stays 3. The subtraction becomes addition. What is the opposite of 1x? What? No? Negative 1. What's the opposite of 1? Negative 1. So this can be written like this, plus a negative 1x. We're just giving it a new look. We're not changing anything that we can't legitimately change. And now we're going to say, with confidence, that we can read addition backwards. This can be read negative 1x plus 3. With confidence, we can say, I could write it like this if I wanted to, because addition allows me to do that. But we don't have to, so it doesn't matter which one we use. What do we have to do to both sides to get that negative 1x alone? What do we have to do?
Divide.
No,
Subtract.
it's the 3 we want out of there. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. If you're using that one, you're still going to do the same thing. You subtract 3 from both sides. We're solving. Here we were just renaming it, getting it friendlier to work with. What do we end up with now? Now I can say these guys cancel out. 3 take away 3, they are gone. That's 0. I have a negative 1x left equals 7. What are we going to do next?
Divide 1.
Divide both sides by negative 1. X is being multiplied by negative 1, so we need to divide by negative 1. Was somebody doing that over here? These cancel out. X is by itself. Our solution is negative 7. Why looky there? Who was right? Leah got it. So, what did Leah not do that we did? She got the right answer, and everything she's done here is good. So, how does hers look different than ours? She did not slip the one.
Andrea McCubbin to the senior high office, please. Andrea McCubbin to the office.
She just did not slip the 1 in. I don't need that one there. She did not slip the 1 in like we did. And she got away with it. It worked. She did not change it to add the opposite. She didn't, so it shows that it's a negative 1x. She was able to make sure she brought that negative sign down with the X. That subtraction became a negative, and it ended up working out. She did the same steps now from this point forward that we did, got the right answer. So how can we be sure we have the right answer? What do we do if we want to make sure we have the right answer for these problems? Check it. Okay, how would we check it? So we take the original equation, 3 subtract x equals 10. We have to put 3 subtract, what goes in for x? Negative 7 equals 10. What's 3 take away a negative 7? Kind of tricky, isn't it? Let's change it to add the opposite. Add, what's the opposite of negative 7? Positive 7. What's 3 plus positive 7? 10. Does it check out? Yeah. Would this one check out? Would 7 check out? Let's try it. 3 take away 7. Anybody know what that is? We're at 3. We take 7 away from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We end up at negative 4. So we would end up with negative 4 on this side and 10 on the other side. Does that check? No, that doesn't check. How about our 13? Let's try that one. 3 take away 13 equals 10. How's that one?
Yeah.
What is 3 take away 13?
10.
Really?
Negative 10.
Negative 10. It's negative 10 because you can't take a bigger number away from a smaller number and end up with a 10, a positive 10. That's not going to happen. No, a positive number. It's got to be negative. So again, 3 take away 10 is this. 3 go back 10. Where do we end up? We end up at, or 13, we got to go back, I'm sorry, we got to go back 13 and we end up at negative 10. Negative 10 is not the same as 10, is it? So that one did not check out. Okay, let's do one more then now together. Okay? And then we'll get you started on your homework. Okay, solve. 9 take away 8 equals negative 13. Try again. Follow the steps we just did. It's going to help you be more successful. Insert a 1 because A doesn't have a number in front of it. Change the fraction to add the opposite. Solve the problem. Put the 1 in front of that A. Change the subtraction to add the opposite.
Start up right. I don't know what she told you.
Okay, who thinks they can do this up here for me? Who's got this? They're ready to show the class that, you know what? You would get points for your work, and you would get points for having the right answer. Volunteers? A volunteer? Come on up, baby.
Never my notebook.
Yeah, absolutely. You can bring your notebook. Yeah, have something you can follow. Just write with your finger, because if you use the pens, it skips for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and that also is on small right now, that's why. Okay, let's put it on a big eraser, and you can just use your hand for that too. Okay. Now I'll press the pen over here. I'm just get the 9 back, and then I'll give you, okay, there you go. I'd like you to follow along, make sure you have all these steps, because you know what? Maisie's doing a really great job right now. She's gonna be successful because when we get into the problems get harder and harder and harder, because she's like, you know what, I think this lady knows what she's talking about.
That's my best friend.
Thank you, Maisie. Okay. Did she do it just like as if I was standing up there? Does it look like one of the steps I just taught you you should do?
Yeah.
This is awesome. She said she did, A did not have a number in front of it, so she put the 1 there. The next thing she did is, you know what? It's subtraction. The variable is being subtracted. So she did the change to add the opposite. And then she went about solving it. And it led her to success. 22 is the correct answer. Questions? Okay, then get out yesterday's notes. Keep these notes out. Get out your loose paper.